Hi, everybody. I'm Donna McMillan with Island Organizers, and I'm located in West Los Angeles, California. And Karen Simon's here too. Say hello, Karen.
Hello, Karen. Oh, what? No.
No.
What? No. Hi, everybody. Aloha. I'm Karen Simon, and I'm jumping on this from Honolulu, Hawaii. Jealous?
Aloha. Okay, we're going to wait a second here just to see if more people join us. We could always just chit chat a minute about whatever.
Oh my gosh. I mean, after 20 years as a technology person, I have lots to say, but how about you?
Of course I do. Of course I do. They're going to learn some of that today. So that's what this is all about.
Cool.
Well, let's get started, and people can join us as they come along. We're so glad that you're joining us today, and we want to welcome everybody to this event. This is Karen's and Donna's favorite organizing products that we're going to share with you today. We both help businesses and individuals to organize their space, their time, and all their information. So that's what this is about today. We're going to be interactive here, so we hope you join in, and we're going to do a drawing.
Go ahead.
We're going to do a drawing so that you could be a winner of our information overload guidebook. So this is what it looks like. And the winner is going to receive a PDF copy of this guidebook that will help them manage all their important information. So let's start with having you put a comment in the box. Please tell us where you're joining us from, because we want to know where you are. So if you'll put that information in the comment box, we'll be able to see that. Okay.
Yeah, because we're doing a drawing afterwards of people who commented. Hello.
Yes. Yes. So be sure and comment.
Okay. So if you are one of our followers, right? Like we have followers on Facebook, we have followers in our Island Organizers subscribers list and everything. By now, you probably know that we wrote a book, and it's going to be published very, very soon. And so everybody's asking us, like, what's in this book, right? So we thought, all right, let's do this really fun thing. Let's get on Facebook and start sharing with people what actually is going to be in the book. So you guys are getting a sneak peek of what's in the products and tools chapter. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to share, and by the way, guys, we're calling this episode 1 because we got so excited that we get to share stuff with you this way that we decided to do a series. And because we couldn't choose, like, amongst all of our favorite organizing products, right? I mean, you can imagine what that market is like. So today we thought we'd share a few of those products, and then, you know, we can have another episode. So let's get ready to do that. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, okay, so this guy, and I know that he's on here because I saw his name, but I won't tell you who he is. So he asked, why don't we get like a whole bunch of our friends to watch this thing? And I'm not sure if right now you can see this little watch button on Facebook, but if you want to start a watch party, hey, let's have a party on here, okay? So just start watch party, because I know that you can do it afterwards, like the button shows up after on the replay. But right now, I'm not sure if the button's showing up. But anyway, to answer his question, yes, you can do a watch party with all your Facebook friends by hitting watch party. Okay. So who's ready? If you're ready, put a high five. Let me see them high fives. Just put a number 5 in the comments box and we'll get started. Oh, oops, Donna. Okay, one more thing, Donna. Okay, so if you have a question about one of the products that you see us talking about, please add that in the comments also, and we will try to answer the question either as we're going along, or we might hit you up afterwards, or we will answer your question in the comments when we're done. Or like they say in Hawaii, when we're pow. All right, Donna. Donna's going to go first, you guys. So I'm going to give it over to her.
Okay, thanks. I'm so excited today to get to share with you 2 of my favorite organizing products that I use to manage paperwork. And I teach this process to my clients as well. So I've been an organizer for a long time and I love products. So I would say these are the 2 of the most common products that people use because I see them all the time when I go into offices and homes. And so these products are stacking trays and open file boxes. So who uses one of these kinds of products? If you do, type a T in the comments so that we know that you use some kind of tool to try to manage your paperwork. Okay, so we hear comments all the time. People are always saying, how do I manage all this nonstop paperwork? I thought computers was going to end that, but it didn't. I've got piles everywhere and I don't know what to do about it. So we teach them that their favorite, their most precious space is within arm's reach. So if you think about it, everybody sit there at your computer or your phone and hold out your arms and spin around. Anything within arm's reach, when you spin around, whether you're sitting at your desk, whether you're in the kitchen at the kitchen counter, or you're at a workspace in a workbench, anything within arm's reach is your most precious space. And we call that $1 million real estate. So when that space is clear, you can be more productive in accomplishing whatever tasks you're trying to accomplish. So as I said, one of the organizing products that I'm going to talk about is the stacking trays. This is a metal stacking tray and it's full of paper, if you can see that. Okay. Who uses one of these? If you use one of these kinds of stacking trays or the plastic version, that stacks on top of each other, put stacking in the comments. We want to know who uses stacking trays. Now I'm going to talk about what I love about these trays and also about some of the problems that I see. I hope that that will be helpful to you. Again, I'm going to remind you, if you have any questions about anything, be sure to write your questions in the comments. Okay, first of all, why do I love these trays? One of my favorite things about them is they'll hold 300 sheets of paper. Do you realize that's a ream of paper? So I could go out and buy a brand new ream of paper for my printer and I could stick it in there and store it there. These stacking trays were originally designed to store blank paper. So you could store blank colored paper, which I'm a huge fan of, and most of my clients like to use colored paper for different things. So you could store your blank colored paper. You could store handouts, forms, different documents that you need to have right at your fingertips. That they're really great for that. And you could store any of your stationery that you might print your letterhead on, and you need to have it handy because you're doing lots of correspondence. So all kinds of products can be stored in there, and they can lay down and they can be close to you and they can be handy so that you can access them. The plastic stacking trays, you can add more trays to. So you could have 6 stacked up or 8 stacked up. I've gone in offices and they've had whole rows of 6 at a time. So some offices use them a lot, and even some home offices have them a lot. So the adding of the trays stacking on top of each other is a great benefit. One of the ways that I see a lot of people using for is the temporary storage of paperwork as an inbox. Gives other people some place to put their stuff when they're bringing it to you, instead of plopping it on top of your desk where you're trying to work, or on your chair. Oh my gosh, how many times have I sat on somebody's stuff? So that's a great place to use them as a temporary storage for in and out. Now, a lot of people use them for miscellaneous paperwork, and their to-dos go in there, their mail goes in there, their important papers go in there. And what ends up happening is things get buried, they get lost, and very often they get forgotten. And I have always said that they wind up in the Twilight Zone. For those of you that remember the TV show, The Twilight Zone, I remember it, unfortunately. So the Twilight Zone is just a place that everything just falls into the bottom and you can't find it. So uh, uh, we don't want that to happen to any of your important paperwork. And what ends up happening when you're trying to find something in that, all that loose paperwork that's sitting in that paperwork, in that pile, is now you have to dig and dig and dig. And I know this was in here, now I can't find it. Oh my gosh, I think the deadline's passed. And it's like, this is what I call the puppy dog method, where you're digging in different piles around your office trying to find things. So we're trying to avoid that kind of a situation. Now, you might be asking, what is in the pile? So in a typical pile, there's very often urgent things that you need access to frequently, and they're buried in there, like I said. So let's go through the pile and let's just find out what's in there. Okay. So first of all, the question we ask is what? And the other question is why am I keeping it? So what is this? This is a reminder from my dentist, and I need to, why am I keeping it? Because I need to call the dentist office and make my appointment. This is a coupon. And why am I keeping it? Because I'm going to use it when I go to buy something. This is an article that I found. And okay, and I'm going to keep it because I want to read it later. So I need to tell you that items that are lying down like this in the piles or in the stacking tray are sleeping or hiding from you, and you don't know where they are, or you can't find them. So I say that you, if they're standing up, they can communicate with you and they can tell you what's inside of a file folder like this. So think about your file cabinet. Most of us have a file cabinet, and when you open the drawer, there are files inside and they have labels on them like this. So this gives them an identity and you know what's inside. So again, I'm going to repeat that because everybody likes that saying. If things are lying down, they're either sleeping or they're hiding from you. If they can stand up, they can communicate with you and tell you who they are. Okay? So we're turning them into living things. So when we're looking through our pile, we're figuring out what we want to do with this paperwork. You know, why are we keeping it? So I want to show you my second favorite organizing product, and that is, this is actually a brand, the name of it is a DecoFlex box. And this is what I use for what I call the hot action files, or where do I put that paperwork that I was figuring out what I need to do with it. So it holds hanging files, as you can see, and you can put tabs on the hanging files with the name of the action that you're going to take on the paperwork that needs an action taken on it. So this is what it looks like. It's about 6 inches deep. It has handles, so it's portable, and it holds several hanging files. You can also purchase similar products that are kind of a different kind of plastic, and they look like this. Again, the open top, so you can access them quickly and easily. That's plastic, and this one is a wire mesh. Some people like the wire products. Again, they have handles and the open top, so you can store things and access them easily. Now, these can be stored on top of your desk, which a lot of my clients like to keep them on top of their desk so they can access their hot action files quickly and easily. Or many of them fit in file drawers, so you can actually just drop it in a file drawer and pull it out when you want to work with it. So again, they're portable. So remember that stack of paper that I had? I was going through determining what is the action I need to take on it. So I'll just do it real quick so that you can see how that works. The dentist appointment, I need to make a phone call to. I'm dropping it in the to call hanging file. The coupon I'm going to buy something with, I'm dropping it in the to buy hanging file. The article that needs to be read later, I'm dropping it in the to read. And whoops. And here's a bill to pay. Oh my goodness, that's an important file, right? So I have a to pay file in the DecoFlex box, and I'm dropping all the bills to pay in that box so I can sit down and I can do all the bill paying at one time. And this is for my clients as well. They've told me that they love it, that they can find all their bills at one time and they can sit and write all their checks at one time. So pay all the bills at the same time, make all the phone calls at the same time, do all the filing at the same time, and that saves time. Okay? So if you're interested in more information about how to do that, let me know. Okay, Karen, it's your turn.
Yikes. Or they can buy the book, Donna. Come on.
Or they can, sorry, I should have said that. Or you can
if
buy the
anybody
book.
wants to buy the book, put a B in the comments.
That's right.
All right. Hi, guys. It's me again. So before I start, I saw that you guys were all, you know, joining later and different things like that. And so I want to remind people to put in the comments, if you haven't already done it, that where you're joining us from, you know, like what city you're joining us from, because we're having a drawing at the end, and your name might get picked if you comment. All right, so here's my thing. Donna, I got to make you go away, okay? I got to make you go away. All right. So here's my thing. I'm active in a ton of different groups, and I'm always involved in community things, or have to go to meetings and workshops and seminars, and I have, you know, 3 businesses, and I'm always brainstorming and needing to write notes about things. So I was going through, so I have this online business. Let's just use that as an example. So I have this online business where I was new at it, and I didn't have, I needed some training. So they sent me to these training classes every week, and each week they would be about a different topic, right? So I started getting notebooks like these, right? Spiral bound, here's a spiral bound regular notebook, and then here's one that's really shiny and fun and everything, and it's, you know, solid bound, right? Cool, right? So I opened, each time that I was taking notes, I would, you know, just open to a new page. Maybe I'd put the date on it, maybe I'd put the topic on it, and then write my notes. Then when I went to the next training, I would do the same thing. Open to a blank page, write the date, maybe the topic, and then start writing my notes. So there's a problem with that, because, and I started to realize that there's a problem, because these training sessions were in series. Not in series, actually. They were random. So they would go through one set of topics, and then like 6 weeks later, somebody else would come and talk about those same topics, but not in the same order. Oh my gosh. So when I had to go look up something that was related to this one topic, I would have to like flip through all the pages and look at all of them and go, oh wait, that topic, somebody said something about that topic. I have to flip back in the book and look for where's the topic. Okay, so then I said, wait, a 3-ring binder? No, 3-ring binder ain't gonna work for me. It's too much of a hassle. So as a professional organizer, we used to get all kinds of samples, because these product manufacturers wanted to know and get feedback from professional organizers about these new products that they would come out with. So I went to my stash of brand new organizing products, and I found these. These are the coolest little books. Here's what they look like. All right, well, they didn't have Island Organizer's business card on the top there, but anyway, so the cool thing about these books, I want you to see, is that they have pages that have these little notches in them. Can you see that? Okay, so when I wanted to write something about a particular topic, I would take out a clean, fresh page, and then I could stick it wherever I wanted in this book. And all I have to do is just press them in like this. Bam, it's in the book. And guess what? I can put it anywhere. in the book, right? Like if there were dividers, like this one has like little tab dividers that were different colors and stuff, I could go to this section of the book and just shove it in there, right? Cool, right? If that's cool to you, can you put a C in the comments? All right. But do you see this one? Okay, so you see this one. I even had like subsections and little tabs because I'm kind of anal because I'm an organizer, right? And I want to quickly be able to find information. Like Donna said, you want to find information quickly. That's the idea, right? Okay, so you get it so far. Let's see. Oh, this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, this red one. It was made by the Office Max people or Office Depot or somebody. Anyway, it doesn't really have a brand in here, but I think it is. It was Office Depot or what is now Office Max or Office Depot. I don't even know anymore. Anyway, so the cool thing about this one was that the tabs were bigger. See these tabs? They're a lot bigger and you can add words to them. The other ones were kind of weird. They were too small. So again, professional organizer reviewing a new product, right? Okay, but what was cool about this one is that it had these little sheets, look, and it still has the little notches in it, right? So has this ever happened to you? You like go to a meeting or a seminar or a workshop, and as you're writing your little notes about what the speaker is saying, these little brain light bulbs start flashing. Oh my gosh, I could do this. Or, oh my gosh, I have to call somebody, right? I know that's happened to you. And if it has, raise your hand in the comments. All right. So the cool thing about these is that I could then put them, like if I wanted to stick out that far, I could, use the little notchy things and make it stick out that far. If I wanted it to just stick out only this far, I could just pop that in. Here, let me do it because I can't do it backwards. And then when I close the book, bam. How's that? All right, if you think that's awesome, put an A in the comments on this puppy. All right. Problem. Major problem happened to me. I'm a note taker. I mean, if you go to college, if you go to school, if you do any kind of that kind of thing, there's a limit, right? Same problem with the spiral bound book. There's a limit. Look, this is it. So what happened? I mean, I thought this was the greatest thing since sliced bread when I was using it, but then I hit the limit. And I was like, okay, they're removable pages. Yay, I can just take all the pages out. Well, wait, that wasn't the idea. I wanted it to go on forever. All right, so understood. I could have gone and bought a new one, right? And then I have some of my topics in this one, and then I have some of my topics in the other one, and I have different topics. But then how do I remember which book it's in? Oh my gosh, nightmare. All right, so I throw up my hands and I go, all right, just rip out all the pages and just put a rubber band around it. I mean, true story. Put a rubber band around it and shove it on the bookcase somewhere. That's me. Because I don't want to have to figure it out. So when people were talking to me, they're like, Karen, wait, hold on. You're a techie. Why are you doing this with paper? Right? I mean, logical question. Why am I doing it with paper? Because I'm a paper person. I like paper. I love feeling the words go out of my pen on a piece of paper. So then I was doing research for this book that we just wrote, and I was looking for the products and tools section on some cool techie things that had to do with going paperless. Paper-less is what I call it. And look what I found. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all time, one of my top 10 favorites. It's called a Rocket Book. And this is what it looks like. Okay, there are 36 pages in here, and they're spiral bound. Okay, I'm going to show you one of the pages. So let's say that I'm writing notes, right? I'm going to write down, take notes. I'm taking notes. I'm drawing a picture. I'm doing little arrows, whatever. And so here's my little thing. Wait, can you see this? Yeah, take notes. Drew a little picture and have a little arrow, right? Okay. Hope you saw that, by the way. Now, I have an app on my phone, and guess what it's called? Rocket Book. So I'm going to go on my phone, and I'm going to open up the Rocket Book app, and I'm going to click on the camera icon and just hold it over the page. Boom. It took a picture of it. Whoops. I'm hitting next. It took a picture of it, and guess what it's asking me? Don't know if you can see that, but if you can, it says, where should I send your scan? Where should you send my scan? I don't know. You can email it, or you can send it to your Dropbox or OneDrive or one of your cloud storage places. You could email it to a person. How's that? Okay, and then there's like a whole list. Okay, and so here's what those, so once I do that, I pick one of the places. I hit next. And then it takes a second because it's looking at my page. And guess what? It's now allowing me to put a name on it. Oh, wow. Somebody's face is in there from my Facebook Messenger. You know who you are. Okay, so there it is. And now I can actually, oh, wow. I need to plug my laptop in here. Folks. Minor detail. So I can change the name of it, whatever, and hit done. Cool, right? Thumbs up if that's cool. But wait, there's more. So remember I said that, you know, I mean, and this is normal. I mean, everybody puts a title, you know, like on the top of a page with the topic or, you know, a date or something else. So here's what I'm going to do. So what this thing does is when you put double hashtags, and I'm going to show it to you in a second. So I'm just writing on here, this is the title at the top of the page, in between two double hashtags. This is the title, and then I got my two double hashtags, right? Now, I'm going to take the picture with the Rocketbook app. You can't hear the click, but it went click. And then I'm going to hit next, and it's going to say again, where do you want to put it? So I pick the little spot where I want to put it. And it's like in a list. And then look what it says. Because I didn't write clearly, I guess, or something, I don't know, my pen's running out of ink. It says this is little, but it's supposed to say this is title. And usually it does read it quite clearly, but and makes it accurate. But right now I could fix it and then it would go into my folder. But wait, there's more. All right. So the people at Rocketbook, you know, they wanted to like really make it automated. And so you can't see it at the bottom of these pages, you know, about at the bottom of these pages here, there's a row of icons and they look like this. There's a rocket, there's a diamond, there's a apple, and there's a bell and a bunch of other ones. Shamrock for good luck. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to this guy, right? My little notes page. And again, the row of icons on the bottom, and I'm just gonna put a slash across one of those icons. And then I'm gonna take the picture again. Okay, I'm gonna hit next. It's gonna read the title and hopefully it doesn't say little. Oh, it doesn't. Look, this time it says, this is title, like just like how I wrote it. And then I'm gonna hit done. Notice it didn't ask me where do I wanna put it. Why? It didn't ask me where I wanted to put it. Why? Because by me putting a little slash through the little icon, it already knew. So if I now go to my Dropbox, and I hope I threw it in my Dropbox folder. I wasn't watching where the heck I was doing all this. But if I go to my Dropbox folder, which I'm going to show you. So now I'm going into my Dropbox folder. And I'm going to the T's section. Boom. Do you guys see that? Title, name. Oh my God. Or no, it was this is title. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, it's in there in this other folder. I don't know, because I wasn't watching what I was doing. But in my notes folder, go again. And I think it's in my Rocketbook notes folder. No, I don't know where I put it. Anyway, because I wasn't watching what I was doing, but you get the idea, right? I mean, I could have put the little slash on the symbol that I called send me an email, and it would go to my email. And actually, it's doing it now automatically. But wait, there's more. See this little towel? It's got the Rocketbook symbol on it. A wet towel. Now I'm just gonna like dip it in like some water, which I just did. This is the magic. So now I already know that it's in my folder because I, saw it and filed it and it named it and put it in there automatically and captured all my notes as a PDF, by the way. And now I only have 36 pages, but guess what? With this little magic rag that's a little bit damp, goodbye. Goodbye. Clean page. Is that the coolest thing that you've ever seen? Coolest thing I've ever seen is what you're gonna put in the comments. Kidding. All right. So this is a company that makes these things in different sizes. Like my boyfriend used to say, no, I don't want one of those books. That's too big. I just want a little one that can fit in my pocket. Look, it's a little mini. Look, it's a little mini, and it's exactly the same. And look, it has this little mini little rag. So cute. I carry this around in my purse. When somebody tells me something, I flip it open. I get my, oh yeah, and by the way, guys, the only issue is that you have to use a Frixion pen. But these Frixion pens are not made by the company who puts out this product. It's made by a company called Pilot. Ever heard of them? Pilot pens. They make this erasable ink. So it's an erasable ink pen. I don't know, people use it in my bowling league and my pool league and everything, but you can buy it at any store, CVS, wherever. So it's not like an unusual thing. So anyway, back to the Rocketbook thing. They make these different sizes. They have all kinds of different ones. This just doesn't happen to be the microwave one. What do I mean by a microwave? Well, one of their first products that they came out with, when you wanted to erase the thing, you stuck it in the microwave. I forget how many minutes it was, but I didn't get one of those. I got the one where you can physically erase the thing. But yeah, microwave the book and all the stuff disappears. Crazy, right? All right. So who wants one of those right now? Raise your hand if you want one of those right now, because they're coming out with a new version. And I can't wait to see what they got. Rocketbook.com, go check them out. They're kind of goofy guys that wear like astronaut suits in these videos that they do. And so that's my 3 favorite organizing products for today. And Donna, you're back, because I want to close this thing out. You need to unmute yourself. All right, so who's got a question? If you have any more questions, add it to the comments, or you can hit us up on Messenger. We don't care which way. Just send a private message if you're, I don't know, embarrassed to ask in public or something. I don't know. We'll answer you either way.
So be sure and do that. Sorry if we couldn't respond to everybody's questions while we were playing with all of our wonderful organizing tools. But in about an hour or so, we're going to pick a name from anybody who put anything in the comments box, and we're going to hit them up for their email address so we can send them their prize. And again, I'm going to tell you that the prize is our information overload guidebook that is filled with super powerful information. So we look forward to sending that to one of you.
You said hit them up, Donna. How cool is that?
I've been around
if anybody
you too
thinks
long.
It's cool that she said hit them up, put an H in the comments. That's your last chance to enter the contest. All right. Seriously though, hit a thumbs up if you enjoyed seeing us and having us share our insider secrets. And if you want us to keep on doing this, because we're going to come out with another one, because I'm like, now that I've done this, I'm like bursting to tell you guys about some of the other really cool products that these organizing product manufacturers have given us over the years that I've been using, and just, I mean, they're fantabulous. So like I said at the start, this is just episode 1, right? So if you wanna like find out how about the next one or any of our announcements, and keep up tabs on when's the next episode or whatever, you should go ahead and just like or follow Island Organizers on Facebook, because this is a secret that I don't know, Donna might get mad at me for saying this, but when that book release comes out, let's just say this, you might be like, I don't know, you might get some kind of bonus thing for being one of our followers. Okay, so it's time to say aloha, because we're at 1:45. Donna, we did it. We did it. Perfect timing, organized. Nah, kidding. All right, so we got to say aloha. Say aloha, Donna.
Aloha, everybody, and come back and see us again sometime, okay? Thanks for being here.
Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
How do I stop this thing now?
That's